Post AX Ramble. How was your weekend? I mean, it was a little bit more than a weekend, I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, it was good. Small AX. Congrats on not getting stabbed at AX. Thanks, I guess. Honestly, there were kind of some dodgy situations, I won't lie. LA is not real, bro. That joint's I don't even know how to describe it, brother. Whack, actually. That's how I describe it. We saw you doing side quests around the con. What side quests? What side quests? He knows now. He survived. Yo, you survived too. Although you said you were thinking like you lived there. You're a super freak. Hi, Ire. Dude, I literally got 3 sands doing random crap, bro, when I was gone. I don't even know when these seeking dropped. Actually, I know when 2 of them dropped because they literally dropped earlier today. I don't remember when the Cosmos one dropped. July 4th. Cosmos 7/4 2026. 2 from 7/6/2026. Okay. I picture the people posting stuff from random AJT in the background. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm like 30-minute away, so it's not bad. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's better. Where all the hotels and stuff were, bro, that joint was hell on earth. That joint was whack. It was nice to meet you though, bro. Nice to meet you. But yeah, what'd I miss? What happened while I was gone? I know one thing that happened while I was gone. I know a lot of people want me to talk about something. You guess Hexa for the final new boss? I did say Hexa at one point. Yeah, I did say Hexa at one point. I said Hexa or Versusia. I know some other people were saying Grand Order though, but how's your head? Fine. I had a first aid kit, so I was like pretty okay. I just tanked that joint like a true shonen protagonist. Being polite by not asking the obvious question, we're just waiting. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure at some point during this stream, I'm not gonna stream that long to be honest. I'm not even really that tired to be honest. I just don't really feel like streaming. But this is like the only day that I'm probably gonna be able to stream until like this is like the only day where I can really do the stream, to be honest, because tomorrow I have to do Kefka and Wednesday is Ragnarok, and I'm probably gonna be playing that for the rest of the week. So this is like the only day I can really do the stream. So I don't really feel like streaming, but I'll just do it for now. Elephant in the room, it will be addressed soon. What do you mean? Nothing happened? Hi chat, hi Brando. Yeah. So what do we wanna talk about? What do we want to talk about? You guys got any questions? I do want to say Shoryu's already here, but anybody who recognized me, anybody that saw me and knew who I was, thanks for talking to me. There was one girl, I don't know who you are. I hope you watched this stream or this VOD or something, but there was this one girl that came up to me and Umikin. She came up to us twice actually because her first photo of us like got cooked or something, but she came up to Umikin first and she was like, "Oh my god, are you Umikin? Are you the one that does the wiki? Like the wiki helps me so much, blase blase." And then she turned to me and she's like, "Are you the Blazing Mistral guy?" Are you the guy that rants about Boise Mistral? And I was like, yeah, is that what I'm known for now? She was like, I watch all your pre-Guild War rambles before Guild War now. But she specifically said I was the Blazing Mistral guy first, which I thought was very funny. Out of all the things, like, I know that's like the most recent thing, but I just thought it was really funny that that's what she started with. So, like I said, I don't know who that person was, but if you see this, that was really funny. That made me laugh. Hi, Arca. The goat getting recognized. Yeah, a couple. Well, see, the thing about it, I don't know if you guys were in the Discord, but people that didn't recognize me initially recognized me after I asked Fukuhara a little question. I asked, there was a live Q&A section, and I asked Fukuhara if he could make Fediel an Earth character and make her Saikyo on mic. And I think some people that didn't know that I was there heard my voice and recognized that I was there then. People also saw me in like Umiken's pictures, so they kind of knew I was there if they didn't know previously. There's a Mistral guy. Turned from the Earth Lord into Fire player. AJT Blazy Mistral guy 500. Your streamer no longer an Earth Lord. The comment changed him from Earth to Fire. Did you go AX all 4 days? Yes, we went all 4 days. I'm trying to think. I like forgot what we even did, bro. I think the first day. Okay, let me think. The first day we just kind of like looked at everything, but it was kind of like just a cursory look, and it was mostly looking at the side game stuff. The second day was my solo mission, or was that day 3? No, it was the second day. It was the second. So technically we actually went 5 days because we went on day 0. That's right. We went on day 0. And then it was like the second day was my solo mission where I wanted to go to the Spike Chunsoft thing for Danganronpa 2x2 and Steins Gate remake. So I had a solo mission in the morning, and then I met up with Umiken later. And I think that was also the day of the GBF meetup, I think. I don't really remember. And then like the day after that, Umiken wanted to go to the Wuwa meetup. So that was a whole freaking adventure because she was cosplaying Lupa from Wuwa. And by the way, I don't know like any Wuwa characters, by the way. I was just there because she wanted to go. And she needed me to carry things. Which, by the way, I turned into like Umiken seeking manager halfway through. Because I was carrying like all the stuff so that she could cosplay and take pictures and stuff. But like high key, there were a few times where people literally asked me if they could take pictures with Umiken. Like I was actually her manager. And I'm like, why the heck you asking me? What you asking me for? I don't think you care. Like you ain't taking a picture with me. But I did have to take pictures with their phones half the time anyway. So but yeah, anyway, I think that day she wanted to go to the Wuwa thing, but that was a whole adventure because they had like the Wuwa meetup thing, but first of all, they had it in a really dumb thinking spot. They had it like up higher than where they needed to have it. Like they needed to have it where the GBF meetup was. They had it like a ramp up higher, and there were way too many people, and literally they called like the I think that was the one time the fire marshal actually showed up for anything because he was about to shut down the freaking Wuwa meetup, and then he pushed them down down the ramp, and then they did their pictures and stuff there. But then it was like this whole freaking like we had like I don't know who the chick was, but they had like the I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but it's like the plushie things of the characters where they have like the big bobbleheads, like it's somebody in a suit, but it's like a big bobblehead of the characters. They took that bobblehead girl and they formed a whole Woowa line that walked through the entirety, almost the entirety of the Anime Expo freaking venue to take pictures right in the middle of the freaking venue, and then it went all the way back to the Woowa booth, and then it walked all the way around where the Woowa booth was, which was like through all this stuff. So it was like this adventure, and like Umiken unironically got to the front because Umiken's spear that she had a flag on it, and unironically it was easier to find the flag for the Woowa following than it was to find the plushy bobblehead cosplayer, whatever. So she was at the front. I just let her go. Like, I was watching her because I needed to follow them, but I was kind of like letting the cosplayers go because there was just a line. There was a line of freaking Woowa cosplayers just walking throughout the entire freaking venue. And at one point, when we got back to the Woowa thing, and then they decided to walk around like the whole like company venue, I told Umiken, I'm like, I'm gonna go get a freaking pretzel. I'm gonna just use my Assassin's Creed freaking tracking abilities. I'm gonna just keep an eye on you guys and I'll watch you. I'm gonna get a pretzel. I'll be back. So I just kind of went and got my pretzel because like the way they were like pretty much the venue they were going around in a square, like, or more like a rectangle to be honest. But the pretzels were like kind of to the right of this rectangle. So I just went and got my pretzel while I was paying and getting it. I just was watching the cosplayers go by. And then they ended up coming back around to the Woowa thing anyway. So I just said, okay, I'm gonna just meet you there. Like, I just didn't even get in line with, like, I knew where they were going. So I just met her back over there. But anyway, that's what happened with the freaking Woowa thing. That joint was crazy. The VTuber one was cute too when she took a pic with Umiken. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was something. That was so yeah, that Tiger VTuber lady, she caught us in like the merch line. I think she caught us in the merch line and she was like, oh my god, it's a Lupa cosplayer, can I take a picture with you? Like, she literally actually, Umiken posted it. She posted the interaction on thinking whatchamacallit on her Twitter, because she like retweeted the chick. Here. This. She literally recorded it, and then she like tagged the Lupa cosplayer, or not the Lupa cosplayer, the Tiger chick. Oh, I'm gonna mute my music real quick. So yeah, it was this VTuber, and like we're literally over there in the merch line. I'll just let it play on God.
Right. So we're gonna...
There is a Lupa cosplayer! Oh my god! Can we go say hi?
Oh, there we go.
I think she's
yeah, you can see me over there thinking manager track 98 stanced up.
Hi. She really wants to be...
Look, I gotta take thinking inquiries,
I'm
bro.
a big fan of Lupa. You look so good! You look amazing!
Thank you.
Can I get a picture with you? Is that okay? Lupa!
Oh man, trying to get
Your cosplay is so awesome! What the heck?
But yeah, then they
You're
took a picture
amazing.
with this VTuber. But
Thank you so
Umiken
much.
found them later and
We're gonna loop around to...
you know, did this whatever.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so that was a thing. That was a thing. Lupa is one of my favorites, bro. I love her so much. You got that bodyguard energy, I guess. Bro, I was stanced up. I was on guard, bro. You just look like a manager, bro. Bro, big dollar walking by. Had a weekend manager to your intro. You survived that crowd. Welcome back. Yes, I did. I'd have you back just in time for reeling. Also, you looked good in the evoker fit. Thanks. Manager AT 500. I remember this VTuber when they debuted. They're nice to watch whenever I see them. Inaz slash Umiken's manager video intro. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's what happened with that VTuber. But yeah, so after that, I think that was the next to last day. That was the Woowa thing, and then the last day, which was like yesterday, we just did like one more run through like everything, like We went back through Artist Alley. And just looked at like random crap. I got a doobie wallet, and Umikin got a marine one. I didn't really buy a lot of stuff. Oh, what is this? I didn't really buy a lot of stuff either. I held onto my wallet pretty freaking closely, bro. I did not really. The only thing I saw that I kind of wanted to buy was like a Red Hood plush thing, but what is this? Oh, but that joint was already like sold out. High key, I don't even think it was there in the first place. I just saw it on somebody's bag and I was like, oh, they had that, but it was not there. I think they only had a freaking Snow White one, and I think it was sold out. Hey, thanks for the whatever this thing's called, Fall Zero. I'm trying to think what else. Honestly, I told this to Oni Came, but like high key, that event, like if all the stuff I wanted to see was in 2 days, high key that event could have been like 2 days long. That event did not need to be like 4 to 5 days long for me. I'm not gonna lie. I had seen pretty much everything by the first day. And by the second day, I had seen... Oh, bro. Okay, so I got cooked on this, by the way. I didn't realize this until afterwards because Umikin sent it to me. I missed this. Hold on, I gotta find the tweet. God damn, bro, where it at? How much has bro been tweeting? The heck is today? Oh, maybe it says media. Okay, I found it. All right, so this. So I unironically got cooked. Because on the second day, when I went to the Spike Chunsoft panel, right? I was going to see the Danganronpa 2x2 stuff and the whatchamacallit, the Steins Gate thing. On the way there, I saw a lost Kadaka 2 times. I saw a lost Kadaka 2 times in the middle of the Tiki Street. And the first time I passed him, I was like, wait a minute. Is that Kadaka? And then he looked back. He wasn't looking at me, but he was looking back, and I was like, oh yeah, that is Kadaka. But I didn't want to say anything to him because he was literally like on the opposite sidewalk of like 50,000 Danganronpa fans. And I was like, hey, Kadaka. They were all gonna freaking jump this man in the middle of the street. So I was like, okay, I'll just let him go. Then I went to go ask this one security guard where the Marriott, I think it was Platinum, Diamond was, because that's where the actual panel was going to be at. And when I was talking to that security guard, I looked to the left, and this man Kadaka's in the street again. He's in the street again. This dude did not know where to go. He was completely lost. But again, I did not talk to him because I didn't want people to jump him. And then I told Umikin about it later after the panel was like ending, and she was like, did you talk to him? He said he could give you a postcard if you talked to him. And I was like, oh my God, I freaking got cooked. I tried not to get this man jumped and I lost a freaking opportunity. Never again. Next time they're getting freaking jumped. I don't care no more. Next time they're getting jumped. If I see a celebrity on the street, they're getting jumped. I don't care. I'm getting a picture or something, whatever. But yeah, so that was my adventure with Kadaka. I tried. There was another thing too that I was about to go fisticuffs with the Seeking front desk employee, by the way, because after I missed Kadaka those 2 times, obviously I saw the panel, but he had like an autograph signing thing. But I didn't know you had to like sign up for it. I thought it was just like a meetup thing, which he ended up having a meetup like 1 hour afterwards anyway. So it was like, what are you freaking doing? But this dude at the front desk of the JW, he was like, oh, where's your QR code? And I'm like, QR code for what? And he's like, you need a QR code to see him. And I was like, okay, well, is there any other way to see him now? Like, can you buy a ticket or something? And this guy really told me, he was like, oh, it looks like you just showed up to answer or to ask questions. And what I should have told him was like, yeah, and it's your freaking job to answer them. That's why you're at the freaking front desk, you idiot. What the heck are you getting smart with me for? I'm asking you questions about the freaking event. Why are you on the freaking table if you're not going to answer the question? But anyway, I let it go and then I just freaking left. And I just went back to the room because I was tired anyway. How was the GBF stuff around the Colin? I used to go there a lot before I became a GBF fan. Well, for one, I'm gonna be real. It's the UMA money. It's the UMA money. They had so much UMA merch. And they had such big like UMA gatherings that UMA was carrying side games a lot. But I will say, I've talked about this before on stream, that I wanted side games to have more of an English presence. I will say, even though it was probably being carried a lot by UMA money, I was very happy with their freaking showing at Anime Expo. They had the 4 cosplayers. They had Bubs, Cagliostro, Fedio, and Lyria. They had the cosplayers. They were doing the show as per normal. They had places where you could play Relink. They had places where you could play Ragnarok. They had art where you could play Relink, where you could play Rising. And they had a place where they had 2 different panels, which were kind of the same panel, but 2 different panels on 2 different days of the Relink showcase stuff, where you could also do a live Q&A with Fukuhara. So for one thing, they had 2 different panels, which was pretty impressive to me. I was happy that they had 2 panels and not just one little small thing and let it leak. So them trying to push out of Japan was very good. I was happy to see. Did I Aether Blast 4 that guy? I was gonna say no, I'm stream what you just started. Yeah, this is probably the biggest side games president. Yes. And I was very appreciative of that, and I was very happy because, like I said, I think for them to grow, they need to care more about people outside of Japan. And hopefully the showing from people help support that. Uma's keeping the lights on, Mr. Streamer. The Fedio cosplayer. Thoughts on Relink trailer? I mean, it's cool. Don't forget they had Zeta and Bait. No, Zeta and Bait Legend. I lied to you. They were not there. I literally made a joke to Umikin. I was like, what is Legend Teking talking about? Zeta and Bay aren't here. And then I just told you, yeah, I saw them. They're not there. It was only those 4. It was only Fedio, Bubs, Cagliostro, and Lyria. The other ones were at Sendai in Japan. They were not in America. We also got more info on Relink DLC, and the QA was cool. IMO, yes. I asked a troll question, but Umikin did ask a good question from DY on the second panel. The second one, his question was how far in advance do they have characters planned for the mobile game? And Fukuhara said it was between 3 to 6 months on average, but for some exceptions, there can be like a year. If I could go back and change my question, I would have done a follow-up question and asked about how they plan out grids. But honestly, my question was on the first day. It was literally the first question that they grabbed, and I wasn't prepared. I told Umikin about this. I was so mad because like I've been through. I have so many friends that go to Final Fantasy stuff. I've been to FanFest twice, and I've never gotten my actual Final Fantasy question answered, or even like attempted to be answered. But the one time I go to a Thinking Side Games thing, it immediately gets picked up and I'm not ready for a question. So, yeah. I think Side Games had a pretty good showing at this Anime Expo. Would rate it like 9, 10 per presentation. No. What about new Zeta skin though? I mean, that was announced at the Sendai one. Yes, I wish someone asked about the Grizz. What did you ask? I asked if he could put Fedial in the Earth element and make her Psykill. Video, your question was so funny. You just hear yourself in the back. Yeah. My question was good. I liked my question too. I liked my question too. What I was gonna ask him, but I thought it would be too like potentially petty and too like greedy's not the word, but I don't know the right word I'm looking for. But I was gonna either ask him about the reference record thing or about if he watched like any content creators. But again, like I said, I wasn't really ready for a live Q&A until like the second time. But I had already asked my question the first time, so I didn't want to steal someone else's question the second time. So I just used my Fedial question. Fedial Earth and OP confirm. Too ambitious. Not really ambitious. No. Ask him for the world first trophy. Yeah, I could have asked him for that. But yeah. What else? I don't know what else there is to talk about, to be honest. Honestly, like, I'm gonna be so real. That event is like Anime Expo is literally just a thinking, like, they literally just want you to buy crap, bro. That's like the whole thinking event. It's just, hey, can you buy something? It's literally just a glorified thinking merch pickup. Also, the VTuber pulling up was funny. Yeah, you already missed that part. We already went over the VTuber part. How is the smell this year? Okay, so story time. First of all, let's start from the beginning, right? So from the beginning, before we even went, I was talking to Umikin, and Umikin said to bring a fan. She said to bring a fan. So I ordered a fan, which she got a lot of use out of. I won't lie. I got a fan. I got like a motorized fan that that could also like spray mist too. I got the fan, right? So fast forward to the con. I would say for the first like 2-ish days, the smell was kind of like okay, at least from where I was. But then like the third day, I didn't have the fan and I started smelling stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. Maybe the fan was what was saving me from the stench. So I wouldn't say it was that bad. I think if you see tweets about it, I think it's very heavily exaggerated. But in some areas, especially like in Artist Alley, it was very hot and stuffy. Yeah. How was the crypto arena for main events? I don't even think I went in there. I think I just walked around the crypto arena. I don't think I actually went in there at all. I don't know what was in there. Yeah, her fan had water in it. I need one of them. Yeah, she told me to get a fan. She told me to get a fan that could she told me to get a fan, and then she was like, the ones that spray mints are kind of good. And I was like, okay, I'll find one. So I just looked up one on Amazon and I just ordered it. It was good though. Honestly, I think we had one of the best fans. I'm not gonna lie, because I saw a lot of other people that brought fans too, and they all had like these little baby ticking fans. That joint won't even like spitting out no air. I think that was a really good fan, and I could also fit it. Like it could fit in like her pocketbook thing. It could fit in my backpack. Which also, by the way, bringing a backpack. This is con tip for Anime Expo. If you ever go there, bring a thinking backpack. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was so Gucci for that joint, bro. I had the fan. I had a water bottle for both of us, and I had my backpack in general to hold anything that we like bought or like got, because we got like free stuff from random stuff. Bringing a backpack, pro move. I'm glad that I actually did that. AA this year was trash. What is AA? Oh, Artist Alley? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They pushed Artist Alley back to like the very back so that they could have. Weekend was telling me it was like a whole bunch of resellers, and then they also had like the 18 plus booth thing, which wasn't really a booth. It was like a whole freaking spot in and of itself. I never went in there, by the way. But yeah, it was very packed in the back. It was very packed in the back. And I also didn't really see any artists that I knew. I only saw like 3 artists that I knew. Our complaints about how overpacked it was that over exaggerated. I think people are low key kind of babies. I ain't gonna lie. I think people are low key kind of babies. I ain't gonna lie. I do think Artist Alley was very packed. Artist Alley was very, very packed. But I think in general, the event, yes, there were a lot of people. And if you've never been to a con like that, and this is coming from me who has never been to a con like that, if you've never been to a con like that, I could see how it could be very overwhelming. But I'm gonna be real, I don't think it was like that bad. Because people were taking like screenshots of where everybody was like packed in as sardines, and besides Artist Alley, it was never really like that. Like there was spaces where you could like go and like chill out on the side. There were spaces where you could easily get through. I think the biggest issue though is just with so many people, there were a lot of people that would like stand still and like talk to people. Some people that just don't know how to freaking move their legs at all. They're just slow. But it really wasn't that bad. Like it's what you would expect from an event of that size. That's what I would say. And I feel like people just don't expect events of that size for some reason. I don't know why when Anime Expo is like the biggest seeking one, but yeah, like I wasn't really overwhelmed by it, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't very overwhelmed with it. Anyway, so I do have some pictures that I'm gonna go through. I have these 4 pictures up here. So I did get a picture with Fukuhara during the whatchamacallit, the Granblue meetup. I didn't want to I didn't have anything for him to sign, and we had already gotten his signature. We actually got his signature twice on this art. They were so happy about this seeking art. They gave it out twice with his signature in 2 different inks. So I'm like, I don't really need a signature. I just want to take a picture. So I just took a picture. So that was the picture at the meetup thing. This is what I said I was gonna do. This is what I said I was gonna do. I wish I had asked Ubikin to take a video instead of a picture though. I wish I had done a video. But I showed the Fedio cosplayer, my plushie, and the Valentine card. I couldn't get a freaking autograph though. I couldn't get close enough. High key, I thought they were gonna push me off because after I showed the Fedio cosplayer and the Cagliostro cosplayer their cards and stuff, there was like the security lady that was like coming up, and I think she was trying to get me to like step back because I was too close. But I was trying to show him the card. And they were like receptive of it. They were fine with it. But like I was pretty close to this thing, and I don't think I was supposed to be that close. But I showed the Fedio cosplayer was like really, really happy because she got the best of both worlds because I had the plushie and the Valentine's card for her. But then the Cagliostro cosplayer, I had the Valentine card for her too. And then this is where I was like, the security lady is like right over here. She's a coming. She's over here. She's like, I'm gonna need you to back up, sir. So yeah, I think I got a little bit too close, but it was worth it. And then my last picture, I had never had real ramen before. Ubikin was like, oh my god, you haven't had anything? So we went to this ramen place, and I was trying to figure out what ramen I was gonna get. But then when we got there, like I had set in stone what ramen I was gonna get. But then when we got there, we actually saw the menu and they had this thing, and I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. So I got this ramen, I got the Dragon Ball Z ramen, and I got the Goku pin. They gave you one of these 3 pins if you ate it. And I got the pin. Also, Umikin taught me how to use chopsticks for this specific dish. She also ordered a fork for me, but I did not end up using the fork. I finished it without using the fork. I did not use the fork. And I was proud of myself, and I told the freaking waiter that I did not need the fork. You can take it back. It was unused. Exhibit hall was under construction, so... Oh, Artist Alley got cut now. Yeah, because I plan to go to AMA. I was in NYC, and I've been to cons before. I feel like people always exaggerating. Yeah. Halo fanboy. Sir, some crazy fan behavior. MA NYC is way less packed than AX. But yeah, those are the pictures. I had some other like random pictures too, but those were the main ones I wanted to show. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for like what happened, to be honest. Like I said, I didn't really buy anything. The only thing I got was I got the 2. Okay, I got a Danganronpa bag from the panel. I got a Steins Gate fan. I got a I think it's a Versus fan. I got 2 signatures from Fukuhara because they gave them out like after each one of the relink panels, and we went to both of them. I got like a Folia charm from Sheep. I think they were opening like pretty much you could order like random charms or something from the Psy Games thing, and he was just like giving them out. So I got a Folia one. So thanks, Sheep. And then Umikin got me she got me like the Granblue kitchen thing that had Shalim on it. It's like Shalim, Vampy, Vite, and Lucio. Oh, and I bought a Doobie wallet. Because Umikin wanted a marine one. She said she wanted a wallet in general. And she found this marine one. But they had a deal going on that like if you bought 2, you got like $10 off. So I was like, if you buy one, I'll buy one too. So I bought the Doobie one. I wanted to buy the Kiara one, but I didn't really like how they drew Kiara. I'm not gonna lie. They drew her cheeks like too rosy, and I didn't really like it. But I really like the colors and the design of the Doobie one. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for whatchamacallit. Like I said, I met a decent amount of people. A decent amount of people knew who I was. They knew me as the Yapper or the Ranter or the Blazing Mistral guy, which was funny. But yeah, I mean that was pretty much it. Anything else? Anything else you want to talk about with post Anime Expo? Honestly, I was telling Umikin this, like Anime Expo here really told me that it really showed me that I'm not as much of a weeb as I was before, because I'm telling you, bro, like that joint, like half of the stuff there, like straight up didn't even appeal to me. I was like, whatever. I don't even watch anime. I came late, but sounds like it was a good time. Glad you had fun. Yes, sir. You didn't go this time, did you, K-Team? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Like, it was fun. It was fun, but like, I don't know if I ever want to go again. I don't know if I ever want to go. I don't know if I ever want to go again. Yeah. It'd be nice if we can also hear on stream. Too bad. Did a flex that you were a part of the world's first Versusia team to Fukuhara? No. I didn't want to do that. Missed a lot of the Wizard Origin. No, I seen it all. Cheers. I seen it all. I was corporate chain this year. I only go for social experiences. I'm not much of a weeb either. Yeah. Do you see the lad? Yeah, I saw the lads. But to go off of what you said, Cheers. No, I saw all the Wizard Origin stuff. Literally, one of like me and Umikin's pastime was pretty much the way our days pretty much went is we would get up at whatever time that we needed to for the event, go to the event, come back at like 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there, get food, and then chill out for like the rest of the night. And during that chill out time for the rest of the night, I was scrolling Twitter and social media like crazy. I was seeing all the Wizard Origin stuff. My favorite pastime personally was going through a perfectly normal day of Anime Expo and coming home to see everybody talking about how Anime Expo was the worst thing since sliced bread. It was like, bro, like I would literally come home and it would be like somebody just dropped a nuke on Anime Expo. Like social media compared to what we went through was like, it was like night and day. I was like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, yeah, there was this one guy that was talking about, he was like, somebody just hit the biggest lick on my ticking bag. I left my bag for 2 seconds and then that joint was gone. And I was like, God dang, bro. Dudes were talking about ticking. The fire marshal kept asking about them, but the fire marshal didn't really exist. They were talking about the lines. They were talking about the crowds. They were talking about the heat. They were talking about the stench. They were talking about all this stuff. And I was just like, I didn't see none of that. I didn't see none of that. And I was just there. Half of AX's gotcha is not even anime anymore. Unironically, yeah. Y'all gonna rush have been cooking with class. Yeah, I saw it. People are so dramatic about conventions. I love how I was checking in daily on you for a pulse check. Thank you, Odicade. Calm in my lane, at peace, completely oblivious to the 50 Google Dockies. Yeah, they were talking about too that there was like this seeking like midnight mahjong thing that was going on. Apparently that was like thinking going crazy. People were getting thinking smacked up out there. I was like, what is seeking happening? And then these dudes were talking about, oh my god, the security is so bad. You know, which to be fair, the security was kind of whack. I ain't gonna lie. That joint was kind of whack. Also, them dudes were just straight up like lying. like I told Ubikin this. I think this was during my solo mission when I was seeking going to the Spike Chunsaw thing. There was this, so the way it was is like you would go down this one street and it had like this was part of the Anime Expo. Like the street was part of the Anime Expo thing. But at the end of it, there would be something that was labeled an exit. And if you went out of that exit, if you turned right, you would actually exit the con. It would take you back to like where the shuttles were. But if you went through that exit and kept going forward, it would go to literally where the main event was. And this lady that was a security guard, she was like, yeah, if you guys want to leave, go through here. Like, this is the exit. Just go through here. Go through here. So I saw like a whole bunch of people just like get to that point and then turn around because they thought that was where you just had to leave. She didn't tell them that the whole event is like right behind her. And it was like, the only reason I knew is because we had already gone through our map adventures on like day 0 because we were trying to figure out where everything was. And I was pretty good. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Bro, I was pulling some Sanji activity, bro. Some Sanji activity. I was seeking out there, thinking, learning the ways, learning the systems, bro. Cause like, I went through, we had a gift shop, right? We had a gift shop in the hotel. I got buddy with the thinking shopkeep, bro. Like it was a thinking video game, thinking level up the social link, bro. I got buddy with her. I got buddy with the thinking barista guy at the thinking Starbucks. I was there gathering information, getting allies, bro. I was getting the thinking brotherhood together. So I was seeking setting down checkpoints. I had mapped out the area like Umikin thinking last day. She's still lost. I already know where everything is. I know where everything is. I'm like, we got to go that way. We got to go that way. Oh, you want to go here? We got to go that way. Like I was on some Sanji activity, bro. Sanji activity. Like this dude gonna get overstimulated. Honestly, it wasn't that bad for me. To be honest, Onike, like it was a lot, but like I wouldn't say I was like thinking cooked. You know what I mean? What is this? Is this the guy getting stepped on? Because if it is, I've already seen it. Oh no, it's a maple story mushroom. Okay. It's a maple story mushroom, I see. Broadcasting Yapaga on the locals. Literally. Yeah, the shopkeep lady was funny. Thinking Umikin kept calling that chick my thinking girlfriend because that lady. So like for one thing, I went in there. I forgot what I was getting. I think Umikin wanted like some whatchamacallit. She wanted some fruit snacks or something. So I was in there and like I had like barely picked up the snacks. And I hadn't even got to the register yet. And the lady was like, you need a bag for that? And I was like, I need to pay for it first. Like, aren't we jumping the gun a little bit too fast? I ain't even got to the register. And she was like, she was saying that she liked my thinking, my energy. She liked my jokes. But then it was also fun. Bro, last day. So this was yesterday, right? Wait, you were at AX? Where were you, bro? I couldn't find you. Where were you? But yesterday, I don't have Jollibee where I am. I don't have Jollibee, and Umikin said she doesn't have Jollibee like relatively near her. So we were gonna get Jollibee yesterday, right? We did get Jollibee yesterday. Bro, can you tell me I walked down the street to Jollibee, getting Jollibee. For one thing, by the way, as I was going into Jollibee, mad sketch. This guy was just trying to go in the door, but they had a freaking guard. They had a guard for the Jollibee, and the guard was just like holding the door for this guy, but he was like telling him like, you have to leave. I don't know if the dude was drunk, if he was high or what, but he wasn't getting the message. He was just standing in the freaking doorway, and the guard was just standing there in front of him. And I was like, can I go in? And he's like, yeah. He pointed behind him, and he's like, you can go in. So, but anyway, I got in the Jollibee. What were we gonna get? Me and Umikin were both gonna get chicken sandwiches. She wanted to try the spaghetti. I was just gonna get some chicken strips because I didn't think that chicken sandwich was gonna be enough. And we were gonna try the fries. Can you tell me, I get to the front of this Jollibee. This dude tells me, we ran out of chicken sandwiches. You what? We ran out of chicken sandwiches. Yeah, earlier we ran out of chicken sandwiches. It was literally like that episode of Boondocks, bro. What do you mean you ain't got no thinking chicken sandwiches? What? What are we talking about? Huh? Like what? So then I get thinking, I go on, and I didn't have Umikin's actual number, so I'm calling Umikin on thinking Discord. I'm calling Umikin on Discord. She's not picking up. I think she went to go thinking take a nap or something. I'm calling her on Discord. I'm like, I gotta tell her, we gotta get something else, because they ain't got no thinking chicken sandwiches. And then she didn't pick up for the longest time, but I remember that she said she wanted to try like the bucket of chicken too. So I just ended up getting the bucket of chicken, and then I got like the other stuff that she wanted with the spaghetti. I got my chicken strips, bazi. But yeah, they ran out of tiki chicken. And then I came back to the hotel, because that was another thing. Umikin was like, I want like, try and get fruit punch first. If there's no fruit punch, get Coke. If there's no Coke, get Pepsi. These dudes didn't have no thinking real drinks. They only had what's the place called? Jollibee specific drinks. And I was like, I'm not gonna get this unless she doesn't like it. So I'm gonna just go, when I take the food back, I'm gonna just stop by the gift shop, get a thinking Pepsi there. When I get to the gift shop, my confidant, she's like, what did you get good to eat? And I'm like, oh, we got Jollibee. And I told her, I'm like, can you believe they ran out of chicken sandwiches? And she's like, they what? Also, the shopkeep lady was a black old lady too. she when I say she said, they what? She actually said, they what? Like it was actually like that. So yeah, that joint, Jollibee was cooked. Jollibee, I don't know what the heck was going on there. The chicken was good, I ain't gonna lie. Chicken was good. But how do you run out of chicken sandwiches, man? Mushroom is killing it. Bone-in chicken is lit. Yeah, it was good. They got slammed. Talking about this with Maple Story, mushroom dancing in the background is rhyming. But yeah, anyway, so why was I even talking about that again? I forgot. Oh yeah, because I was talking about the locals. Oh yeah. But yeah, nah, bro. I got in with the locals, bro. I feel like I got I got that Luffy power, bro. I got that Luffy power. I can get like anybody on my side. But yeah, I say Luffy power, but I was on that Sanji energy. You see anything about Laz at AX? Yeah, they had a big ticking booth where they were scooping up girls. Scooping off girls off the street. It was crazy. They literally had a girls only thing. They had like a girls only thing that they could go into. It's the power of the yapper. The Laz was out of control. But yeah. Anyway. Anything else? Any other questions? Concerns? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, that honestly was it, though. We really just, like I said, we really just Seeking went to the event, came back, ate, and then chilled out, and then went to sleep. And then it was like repeat for like 4 days. Which, like I was telling Owning Kane earlier, I really think that event could have been like thinking 2 days. At least for me, it could have been like 2 days. I went back in the stream. You got a pic of the Fedio cosplayer? Yes. I mean, I can literally just bring it up now. I got a pic of the Fedio cosplayer, seeing my Fedio plush and the ticking the Valentine's card. I also got one for Cagliostro too, but I didn't have a plush. On the staff side, the corporate parties seem chill, cool. Depends on what you expect out of the con. Yeah, I think the thing with Anime Expo, like I was saying earlier, is I think it like high key just doesn't really appeal to me. Like I don't cosplay. And I don't like, I feel like Anime Expo is literally just a big shop. It's a big shop. Like, yeah, it's cool to see like your favorite anime characters and stuff, and like maybe participate in some of the activities, but it's really just there for you to go and get merch. That's like what it's for, or to get art or something like that. And I didn't really buy anything, so it was kind of like, once I saw everything, it was like, okay, can I go home now? Like I can just go home now, right? Panels were kind of weak this time. So I like MagFest and keep pushing it on you. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah. And like you brought up the panels. The only real panel I went to was the Psy Games one and the Spike Chunsoft one. Those were like the only two. So yeah. Video game music, old arcade games, FGC brackets, cosplay, merch, tabletop, people performing. You get any good merch that you can show later? And did they have a sweet arcade section there? I didn't really buy any merch. Literally the only piece of merch I bought was a Doobie wallet. That's it. I literally bought a wallet that's based off Doobie. That's it. Arcade section, I don't think so. Somebody else, was it Onikin that asked me that? Somebody else asked me about an arcade section that wasn't there. I've gone to AX in 6 different years, and I've yet to still attend a panel. It's really just a different con you walk into. I'm dead. Cool events, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and farm gold. Yeah. Believe it or not, bro. I don't know if some of you guys still aren't finished with it. But my whatchamacallit, bro. My wizard origin, this joint's finished. This joint's already level 50. And I almost got Umikins to level 52. While I was there. Bruh. One's basically evolving to being ad boards and marketplaces. Yes. Ready for Slay'em? Yes. Oh, bro. I didn't even tell you about thinking. Okay, so I ran into a buddy at the ticking Spike Chunsoft thing, and by buddy I mean this dude forced his way into my life, literally. So when I went to the Spike Chunsoft panel, how do I explain this? Pretty much the road that I was going into, there was like a chick and her friends that were at the front, like the left of the row. Then there was like 3 chairs open, right? I went to the middle chair to not really be all up on that chick or the people that were to the right. But then what ended up happening was there was this dude that was like right in front of me, and his cosplay, whatever he was cosplaying, had this seeking large top hat. And I was like, I'm not going to sit behind this dude with the seeking top hat. I don't know if he's going to take it off or not. So I moved one to the left next to the chick. So I'm like right next to the chicks now. Then they moved down one as a group. So then I had another open spot to my left, right? I had an open spot on my left and my right. Like 5 minutes after the panel started, this random guy came up to where our thing was, where our row was. And he like whispered, like I could tell that he was asking, is that spot open? Is anybody sitting there? And I was like, no, nobody's sitting there. You can come on over. So this guy comes and he sits next to me. Again, I don't know this guy. I've never met him in my life. He comes over there and, you know, he's like, oh, thanks. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, nobody's sitting here. So anyway, they start with the Steins Gate, the Steins Gate remake thing. And during the Steins Gate remake thing, they had this one trivia quiz about Steins Gate where you could win prizes if you answered it right. I'm gonna be real, I copied all the answers off that guy because I've never seen or played Steins Gate. So I literally just looked at his phone. I was like, oh, that's what he put. Okay, I'll do that. Because my form was loading faster than his, but he knew the answers. So I was just grabbing the answers off of him. But anyway, after that, it went into the Danganronpa thing. And then this guy was asking me all these questions about Danganronpa. He's like, you know, how long have you been playing Danganronpa? When did you play Danganronpa? You know, which Danganronpa is your favorite? Did you like this Danganronpa? What did you like about that one? Blase. Bro, he was asking me all these questions about Danganronpa. I mean, he was a nice guy. But it was just like, bro, he was talking to me a geeking lot. And then once we finally left that panel, I guess there was a JoJo's panel after that. And that man was like, are you going to the JoJo's panel after this? And I was like, no, I'm not going to the JoJo's panel. But I guarantee you, if I was going to the JoJo's panel, that guy was going to follow me to the JoJo's panel. Yeah, I had a buddy at the Spike Chunsoft thing, even though that was solo mission because Umikin didn't want to wake up. In my group, we cook dinner and throw karaoke parties every year. Me, I always love going there and seeing if they have a DDR machine. I think they actually did have a DDR machine. I think we passed by it. I'm waiting for Tails before I push from 40 to 50 since I'm just prepping more and reeling. That's fair. Should have gone to the Hollow concert. Bro, dude, I was like, I think I've opened Umikin's eyes to Fuamoko or how do you say that tiki name? Fuwawa and Mokoko, bro. I opened her eyes to them because I was like, bro, and I'm still debating it to this day. I was so close to buying the freaking Mokoko AirPods, bro, where Mokoko will like tell you when it comes on or not. But them joints was like $200, and I was like, I don't know. But like, because I brought that up, we kept seeing more and more Fuwawa and Mokoko stuff, like merch throughout. Even when I was getting on the freaking plane coming back today, some dude. So like, I bought a poster for a wall scroll for my friend Spikes because he couldn't go, right? So I bought a wall scroll for him, and he likes One Punch Man, so I bought him a One Punch Man one. But this guy that had a Fuamoko freaking hoodie on in front of me while we were getting on the plane, he saw that I had the One Punch Man thing, so he was like, oh, that guy went to Anime Expo, let me start talking to him. So he started talking to me. But yeah, he had I hit my hand. He had a Fuamoko thinking whatchamacallit too. He had a Fuamoko whatchamacallit hoodie. I was asking about the arcade. Oh, I was sitting by Abraham Lincoln. Steins Gate is so good. Yeah, unironically, I already bought the original Steins Gate. I already bought the original Steins Gate because it was on sale for like $5. But I'm not gonna lie, I think they kind of sold me on the remake. So I think once the remake comes out, I'm probably just gonna play a remake on stream. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Fuamoko. Okay, that's what I thought. Speaking of Hollow, did you see Ame is making an appearance? No. I also dropped the ball heavily on the well, to be fair, I say that, but honestly, outside of the VTubers, I don't think you would have even really got to see anybody else anyway, because I learned that all the people that had like, you know, this creator is showing up here, they all had like lottery ticket events that I didn't even know that they had lottery ticket events. I thought you just went and saw whatever they were going to talk about. So the only ones I really dropped the ball on were Doki Bird and Doobie. Because I didn't go watch that thing. But I supported Doobie anyway because I bought her wallet. Aviate buds were $141. Yeah. I don't think you can stream the new Steins Gate. There's some drama about that. Really? Bro, after all that freaking shilling they did? That joint's crazy, bro. But well, yeah. Anyway. Anything else to talk about with freaking whatchamacallit? Anime Expo? But yeah, I mean, it was fun though. I wish I had gotten to see freaking Tech or Hatsu though. I didn't get to see either one of them. Which makes me it makes me want to go back, but like at the same time, bro, I ain't trying to go back, bro. Dude, I'm not built for LA, bro. I'm so happy to be back in my freaking backwater town. I saw someone one turn Papa with Zosimos. Yeah, that'd be K-Team. Don't tell me you support Doobie, or I got the wrong Doobie. What do you mean I support Doobie? What's wrong with supporting Doobie? Doobie the VTuber? Could I have any more water? I've been yapping. The frog VTuber? No. Doobie's like a ticking chinchilla or some crap. I don't know what Doobie is, but she ain't a frog. Come back to LA? Let's not. Saw the Saturn guy crash out on Twitter. I don't even know about what. Doobie AK Ahmed. Yeah, I'm talking about Amelia's reincarnation. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who the frog VTuber is. Jerboa. Who the heck is that? But yeah, are we done with Anime Expo? Are we ready to talk about Wizard Origin or anything else? The animal. Oh. I was thinking of a Doxer Snarker. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who they are. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Rev up that Wizard Origin. Show me your Andromeda setups. Alright, so that's a good point, Cheers. That's a good point. Let's start with that. So, the only person who has heard this so far, besides the demons in my own head, is Umikin. Because I told her, I was like, if I say this, they're gonna flame me. But it's true. Are you guys ready for a truth nuke? Are you guys ready for a truth nuke? Are you guys ready to hear what I have to say? Is the mic prepped and ready? It's time. No, ain't nobody asking you, kid. Alright, what I gotta say is Wizard Origin, in my opinion, is the most earth-coded class I've ever seen in my entire ticking life. It is the most Earth-coded class I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's not to say it's good with Earth. That's not to say it's good with Earth. I'm just saying this class is made like an Earth character. This class is made like an Earth character. Because what are we talking about? What are we talking? Let's start with the supports first. Let's start with the supports first. For one thing, 10 stacks. 10 stacks. Why? Obviously, we're doing stuff with Crest, but like 10 stacks, my guy. 10 stacks. You think you're slick and sly, you're not. It's a stacking system just like a Thinking Earth character. Next, restrictions. Why can't this thing get charge bar? Why? What is the point? What is the trade-off here? What is the trade-off here? See, this would be good. This would be good if any of the Manaturas actually cared about your thinking charge bar. Nobody cares. Everybody's still just using Ouroboros. So what's the point? What's the point in making there be no charge bar gain? It's stupid. Why? Literally, what's the point? It doesn't do anything. It literally does nothing. It's stupid. It's dumb. Anyway, that's that out of the way. Now let's talk about these thinking skills, cause bro, before I get too heated about it, I will say I think this class has potential. The most potential I have seen from this class has been with Zosimos. Zosimos plays this class, not even just Zosimos, Zosimos and Dark. Zosimos and Dark. When you have characters like Hecate, who also help you get Crest, when you have characters like Orologia, who consistently help your cooldowns get shortened, this class can really think you pop off. It can really pop off. When you have Zosimos that plays with Crest, it can really pop off. But I do not think there is literally any other element in the game that can play this as well as Dark right now. It's literally none. Literally none. Can other elements play it? Yes. I think Fire's good with it. I've even done some whack stuff with Earth. I've seen KST do some stuff with Wind. I've seen KST do some stuff with Water. I haven't seen anything with well, I saw a PBHL Fallout with Light, but it's just Man Diver anyway. But it's really just a Zosimos class right now. I'm gonna be so real. It's really just a Thinking Zosimos class right now. That's not to say it's bad, but it's just that it almost feels like this class is too early. It feels like it's too early because no other element besides Dark has this much support for a class like this. Like nothing else works as well as Dark with Zosimos. So anyway, that out of the way, this skill. Honestly, this skill is kind of fine, I guess. It's kind of fine. Like it just kind of like it stacks up. It stacks up, which is another stacking system, but it's relatively fine. And it's a red skill. This on the other hand, this skill, I don't like this. I don't like this. First of all, 14 turn cooldown. 14 turn cooldown. First of all, 14 turn cooldown. For what? For what? You need 10 crests to get the double strike, bro. This thing is on a 14 turn cooldown. Even if you were like, oh, you know, I'll get the crest by turn 5 or something, you're just sitting there thinking nothing for another 9 turns, bro. It's like so weak. It's so weak for so long. It's like you either do something at the very first turn, you either do something on the first turn, or you do something 20 turns seeking later, bro. It's like, bro. And also, honestly, the biggest offense of this seeking thing, I would be okay with the 14 turn cooldown if this thing was seeking red. Why is this yellow? Why is this yellow? And then you make the whole Thinking class about resetting Thinking red skills. Oh yeah, let me tell you about another Thinking thing. Did you guys know this? Did you guys know this? You know this 1 turn cut to MC damage skill standbys when you get a crest? You guys know this passive, right? Do you know if you get to 10 crests, it don't work no more? You don't reduce anything anymore. Once you get to 10 crests, you're done. You're done. If you're not using Coco and Mimi to get rid of your crests, you're done. That part of the passive don't fucking work no more. And guess what? If you use Coco and Mimi, you can never get to 10 crests because they keep taking them when you hit 3. So you're cooked. You're done. You're done. What are we doing? What is that? What is that? It just don't work. It just stopped working. I'm like, huh? Anyway, this nah. This does give you, I was watching the Kuwatara video and then I saw it on the wiki too. This joint does give you like 100% crit for everybody, which is nice. This double strike is also for everybody if you can hit it, which is nice. But this skill is like way too weak. And you know what? You want to know something else I really don't like about this skill either? I know that you get a crest when you attack. I know that you get a crest when you press this skill. This don't give you a crest though. On Mana Diver, when you go to Thinking Mana, where's a Mana Diver party? Where's a Mana Diver party? When you go to Mana Diver, this joint, your S1 gives you a crest. This move gives you a crest. Why does High Chaser not give you a crest? I don't get it. Give me a freaking crest. Like, it's dumb. 14 turns and you can't even give me one crest? And no, this move, it's good. Everything, it's literally, and this is what I mean when I say this class is seeking earth coded, because this joint is exactly like how Raziel is. This move is great. This move is amazing. But it takes way too long to come back and it don't give as much stuff as it should, which is another crest. It should give you another freaking crest. It should give you another crest. So, nah. I don't like that joint. This move, again, the earth coded. What the? First of all, ready in 5 turns. Literally, why? Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? I know realistically it's going to be ready in like 3 turns because of how you attack and you reduce the red CDs. But why does it have a lockout in the first place? Literally, why? Literally, why? What's the point? What's the point? Also, why? See, this is the thing that pisses me off about this class, right? If you want to do this stupid mess where it's like no charge bar game, right? You want to go full auto. Sure. Okay. Just screw Andromeda. Screw it. Let it leak. Whatever. Why do you have the CA flash? Why not make the CA flash into something more useful for the class? What's the point in ogging every 20 turns? Who cares, bro? What's the point? And then, oh snap. Don't worry. We gave you CA reactivation. Oh yeah. Great. My Andromeda already CA reactivates. Not even +1 CA, nothing. We're scared of the +1 again. I already reactivate. It's worthless. It's dumb. It's stupid. So it's like this move is like fine, but like why? What is going on? What is going on? What is this? What is this? What is this? Also, another one, 12 turn cooldown. Another one, 12 turn cooldown. Why? Like, why are the cooldowns so long? And also, while we're talking about it, let's go to the other ones that we can use. Oh, another 12 turn cooldown on Resounding Chant. Also takes ready in 3 turns. Demonic Flare, cooldown, 15 thinking turns, ready in 3 turns. Why? Arcane Field? Come on, bro. This joint, you can't even use this joint until you get 5 crests. So again, unless you're running Thinking Zosimos, you can't even use this joint turn 1. What are we doing? And then, bro, what? Dark Haze? Chaser Choke? Ain't like, the class ain't got no skills. The class ain't got no thinking skills, bro. It ain't got no tiki skills. And it ain't got no tiki skills. And then the big one. The class specific, the big, it's got the icon on it, the Xenoglossia. Bro. Earth coded out the wazoo. Look, let me see. If you close your eyes, it's almost like nothing changed at all. It's literally the second character. They did the same thing again. They made this joint so whack because they're like, oh my god, it resets skills. It resets skills. We gotta make it bad. We can't make it a perma buff. We can't make it a perma buff. We can't recast it. And it needs 10 crests. It resets the red skills. Whose red skills are you thinking resetting, bro? Who's resetting? What does that even do? What does that even do? What does that even do? Okay, I reset my S1 and burst refrain. Okay. Okay, it doesn't reset high chaser? What are you resetting? What are you resetting? Like, what is the point? And it's just, like I said, this class is so geeking earth coded. It's literally an earth character. This class is literally a geeking earth character. I'm telling you, it is literally. I've played these games before. This is literally an earth character, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, the thing about it, I agree. I know. I watched me and Umikin were watching some of DY's stream. I do kind of agree with DY. I think that this class has a lot of potential to grow. Kuwataro said the same thing. This class has a lot of potential to grow. If you play around with it, you can make stuff work. But it's just like an Earth character. You have to work around. It don't just work. You got to work around stuff. You got to try and figure stuff out. It's not just straightforward, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's one of those things where, like, the more you try and work around stuff, the more limits you realize the class has, because you just can't do certain crap. And it's just like, bro, like, I don't know, man. Oh, Tech, thanks for the raid, bro. Hey, wait. Shout out Tech. Shout out Tech Deck 22. I remembered while you're here. Hey, where's your whatchamacallit at? I got you on YouTube too, brother. Dude, I must just seeking banned you, by the way. That's the only time I ever go to somebody's panel. Alright, wait, there's text stream. But yeah, it's like it's literally an Earth character. It's literally an Earth character. That is what this class is. It is literally an Earth character. And like I said, I really don't know what am I supposed to do with it? What am I supposed to do with it? Like, I tried the thing I was trying, and I got it to work, right? I got it to work was a freaking not that. This. It's literally just my esoteric comp, but with Wizard Origin and Andromeda. It's literally the same thing. I just change around the staffs and the swords, blase. Literally the same crap. And it's okay, but like, it's a thing again. Like, look at this party. My big move resets red skills. What red skills are we resetting? 1, 2. Thinking Makara S1? Makara S1? Rhine S1? Lich S1 and S2? Who cares, my guy? What does that do? And the thing about it is not only is it whack because of what it's resetting, it's also whack in the sense of why does it take 10 crests? Why does it take 10 crests to do? You can't even like pre-build that joint. Like it's not even like Lancer Origin where it's like, okay, put in five axes and spears and you can just use it turn 1. You can't do that. Even with Zosimos, you can't do that. You can't do it. You can't just spawn in 10 crests. But like, what is that supposed to do? And like I said, it's literally like Medusa, where it's the same type of thing where it's like, okay, this is supposed to come in. This is supposed to come in clutch like later in the fight. Like, okay, later in the fight, you line this up, you know, you're ready for this, reset your red skills. But the thing about it is like, who does that even matter for in general? Like, are you really going to get into a situation like Fall 0 and it's like, dang, I really wish I had a freaking red skill right now. Like, a red skill right now would be the absolute savior of my run. If I could reset Luo S1 right now, I'd win the fight. If I could reset, never mind, Shalem don't got no red skills. If I could reset Baija S1, my run is saved. If I could reset Baija S1 right now, the run's saved. It's like, what does a red skill freaking do? Like, ironically, it's like low-key worse than Medusa. It's low-key worse than Medusa. Because at least if you're running a whole primal team with Medusa, obviously your MC gets cooked, but at least Medusa resets all of their skills if they're primal. This joint only reset. What are you doing with a red skill reset? The only thing I can even think of that would be actually useful is like Sarasa S3, like Sarasa skills. Sarasa skills. Because if she's in enemy, then she gets tri-strike. But it's like, what are you resetting with red skills for that really like saves you? I don't get it. Red skills, it's not that red skills are necessarily weak, but it's like red skills are not really game changers for a mechanic like this. If it was yellow skills, okay, I could see yellow skills, even blue skills. But red, what does that accomplish? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm gonna say Percy 3, but he doesn't he need a stack from Ogre? Yes. 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 But even then, I mean, Percy S3 is great. But the thing about it is, even with Percy S3, when are you getting into a situation with Percy S3 where it's like, if I had Percy S3 right now, this joint it just turns the entire tides of battle. Nah. Like, if you need Percy S3 for like 5 attack or something in Fall 0, you just don't use it until you get to 5 attack. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. Red skills is just such a weird reset to me. I don't get it. Not even to mention the other stuff. This stuff, 1 turn damage dealt to supplemental damage taken is lowered by a fixed amount. Deals bonus elemental damage to fall upon. Like, why? Why is it 1 turn? Why is it 1 turn? I don't get it. Laughing now, but wait till we get the Yukata and Nilitech. Never mind, it has skills. Without all the cooldowns and the requirements to cast it, I don't really get why the Wizard Origin level 50 skill is only. Neither do I. Guild War Nightmare 300. They fear Quillet. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Cheers. I know they fear Quilling. That's completely fair. I can get behind you 100%. I fear Quillen too. Why did you make the skill like this then? You could have done anything in the entire world. You could have made anything you wanted. And you decided to make a Quillen skill and then nerf it. Do something else. Why did you even have to put it on there? It's not like you're resetting anything anyway. You could have literally, I would have rather they just took the red skill part of this off and then just made this permanent. It would have been a better skill. Literally just take the reset part off and then just so you can give all the other stuff permanent. Would have been a better skill. Why, if you're scared of that stuff, don't put it in the freaking game? It's dumb. It's a waste of time. You're literally just making something bad on purpose and you know your butt's not going to change it. It's the same thing with freaking Medusa. It's the same thing with Raziel. If you're scared of it, don't do it. Just do something else. It's just dumb. It's dumb. And
like, I don't even really care about this class. I have no real attachment to Wizard. Like, you guys know, Berserker is like that's my gang, bro. I'm Berserker gang. Berserker is my class type. I like that one. I think that one looks the coolest. I've got no attachment to Wizard. I don't care if the thing lives or dies. I really don't. I really don't. But it's just the principle of like, why did you do this? It's just what was the thought process? I don't get it. That accomplish, you get to stack your formal frog. Congrats. Can't recast 1 turn duration's crazy. When something comes out that makes me want to play the class, I think I'm saving my battle. Is the Wizard Origin rant? Yes. Also, minus damage mitigation. They were so scared of everything, they just gimped the whole Origin class. Yeah, I think what they did is pretty much what I just was ranting at Cheers about. They made this class and they realized how strong Mana Diver was, and they like pre-nerfed this class. But like, why though? Just don't make it busted as crap. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to just not make something busted as crap, but also make it like good. You don't have to make it just bad. I don't get it. It's just stupid. And don't even get me started on why they even put Harp on. Why did you even put Harp on this? People are talking about, oh, they're trying to split up the thinking. They're trying to split up the proficiencies, whatever, which is fine. Why did you put Harp on? And then some dudes got the gall. Some dudes got the gall to say, oh, well, I don't know why you expected it to have Ogi on it. Other Harp classes don't necessarily have Ogi on it. Have you seen Elysian? Have you seen Lumberjack? It's not necessarily going to be an Ogi class. Bruh, they just rebalanced and updated and transcended Andromeda. Of course we're going to expect it to be Ogi based. Mana Diver literally has a class where you can Ogi like 6 turns in a row for free. And you thought this joint wasn't going to have... They even thought it was going to have Ogi because they put CA Thinking Flash on it. If they didn't want you to Ogi, why'd they put this thinking thing on it? This is like what I said at the start. Why even put this here if you don't want the class to Ogi? What's the point? Use this on something else. It's the same thing I said about Medusa. Why do you make these 2 moves separate moves? Literally just put this joint on this one and then use a whole nother skill slot. Same thing here. Why even put this on here? You could have put CE reactivation on this thinking move. You could have put it on this move. It's already 14 turn cooldown and you can't reset it anyway. You could have just put it on this move and done something else with this one. And don't even get... This joint's also only 1 turn, by the way. This joint don't even last. It don't even last. If you don't want to Ogi that one specific turn, well, guess you just can't use this. Guess you're just cooked. What? Get water, Guild War's over. Don't mind Futsu sitting in the corner. I rarely side games rebalance anything. I'm sad to think this class will just stay like this. Hilo truly is delusional. They need to rebalance this thing. Side games think about non-water players. 1 turn Ogi. 1 turn Ogi. With an Ogi reactivate with a weapon that already auto reactivates. I just, like I said, I think the class can be used. The class can be used. But I think the only class or the only element that can really use it even close to its full potential right now is specifically Dark with Zosimos. That's the only one. Every other element, you just gotta wait like another year until they give us 50 bazillion crest support. And it's just, why? What's the point? I want to say that I should be busted because it costs 300 Valor badge and 3 sand, but also I heard terrorizing stories of old Mana Diver. Me used, but it's dark. Yeah, but water needs more. They're suffering for sushi. It's literally dark, Taylor. Yes. Yes. So I don't know. Like I said, I mean, that's pretty much my thinking Wizard Origin rant. Like I said, if you run into Umiken at any point, You run into Umikin at any point, you can ask her. I slowly devolved over the weekend into being like, I think this class just seeking sucks. Because I remember the first night it came up, we stayed up and we were watching DY level it, and he was talking to people, and people were saying from day one in his chat, they were like, this joint looks like trash. And he kept saying, no, it's too early to figure it out. And as I kept going through I kept looking at the skills, I was talking to Umikin, listening to DY. I'm like, I think they're right. And then each night I came back from the con, I was like, I think they're right. This class just sucks. It just don't work. It just don't work. Like it's just like, and it's just not. The main thing is not that it doesn't work. It's just that it's not worth using. Like, why would I use Wizard Origin on Earth, even with Andromeda, over just using Hunting? Like, it just doesn't. It doesn't do anything. I really don't get what the point in the class is. I really don't. I really don't. Unless you're using Zosimos with Dart. I don't see what the point is. Oh man, Light has a solid CA flash unit. Surely this works great with the Illustrious. Fair wind at Limrock, fire as you caught it Agavale. All those Zosimos. Any wish list for Manaturas? I don't know if a Manatura can fix it, I'm not gonna lie. Because I know some people have said that maybe we get Manaturas in the future that are Wizard Origin specific, or that they cost so much bar that Mana Diver can't keep up. But what do you do to fix it though? A Manatura is not enough to fix everything that's wrong. It's like inherently bad. It's just inherently badly designed. Like, I don't know. Like, what are you gonna do? Oh, this Manatura allows you to Ogi every turn or some crap? Why did you even make it that I can't Ogi? What's the point? Why? Why? Like, what was the point? I stopped using it. Crest support wouldn't matter too much. You probably want CA flash support. Straight up. See, and that's the same thing that I just said though. The same thing I just said though, Cheers. What's the point in getting CA flash support? Why not just let it CA? What are we doing? Like, what is the point? What is the point in this? What is the point in the Abyssal Pack? What is the point? Like, what does this accomplish? When you're just going to use Ouroboros anyway, what does this accomplish? I don't get it. And I went back to Mandiver for my martial call. The Manatura pass will only increasing their stats by 20%. It's really boring, so I was really hoping. What'd you say? Where'd you go? Oh, I was hoping it would add new effects to each one. Atomic Bomb Fighter Origin versus Coughing Baby Wizard Origin. They have flash support, CD reductions, or maybe we get Manatura stuff, but I don't know what they do. Manatura that enable charge bar gain. Why though? Why? Why not just let you get charge bar? Do you see the Earth PBHL farming now? It's insane. No, I PBHL. Bro, you could literally already do that. And you're stuck in Ogi. You're stuck in Ogi for 50,000 years. I was getting 0 bar on Jump His Dog. I don't know what that code is. Is that code even still up? Actually, that code's about to be going. Hey, somebody else can have it, man. Hey, thanks for this, Ire. I think the fix of 1 turn cut the damage skills upon Crest and make the yellow skill give Crest, but it doesn't feel enough. Falsehood strat's so powerful now. Literally that one passive. Unless they make a Manatura that eats like 5 Crests to cut your CDs by 3 to 5 turns, this class will just... The thing about that though, Octo, you can't do that. You want to know why you can't do that? Because it's literally the same thing as Coco and Mimi. Half of the stuff in the class needs you to get to 10 crests. So if you have a Manatura that's constantly eating your crest, you can't get to 10 crests. It's actively working against itself. It wants to eat crests, but it also wants to cap crests at the same time. And also, the more crests you have, the more stat bonus you get. You want crests, but you also want to eat them. What are we doing? And you don't even get anything. It's dumb. The Abyssal Pack, that's it. I hope the Wizard Origin rant gets posted as a separate video because I'm having fun watching the US national team get rinsed. You can use this class with all on S4 with its level 150. Resucia Mantura is going to cost 200% bar to use and be OP trust. Wait for random, you must buy character, summer character for Wizard as usual per side games have it. And not giving this joining buffs, Mantura that gives overcrest. But then it's like, why didn't you just make the class not need that in the first place? It's dumb. It's stupid. And then it's like, we can have all these cope things. We can have all these cope things about it. What if they don't even sell the solution? What if they don't even sell a solution? What if they literally just leave it like this? Then what? Or what if they try and sell a solution and it's still worse than Ouroboros anyway? Then what? Then I guess we're just cooked anyway. Just a waste of time. A waste of time, a waste of mats, a waste of energy, a waste of brain power. Like they made Burst refrain and somebody else took over the concept. Okay, now I have an avenue to buff the class if it truly underperforms, but why not just buff it in the first? Why not just make it good in the first place? They ain't making a solution. They're working on the next Origin class. Unironically, I think you got it, Rula. I think you got it, Rula. I think Rula is spot on with it, bro. I think they just wanted to make Wizard Origin and just start working on the rest. I think they just wanted to get this joint out of the way. The Mana Diver had its time. They just wanted to get Wizard Origin out of the way and move on to something else. That's what I think it is. You have to make so many crest characters, yeah. Which is better than nerfing a busted class. Than Zosimo's class only, I guess. Or one class. Wizard Origin never happened. They're human, I guess. Bruh. I don't know. They need to get some more humans in the boardroom, bro. Get me on there. Fukuhara, we talked. Bro. Get me on the boardroom, bro. I would have told you this joint needs to go back. It needs to cook. Because what the heck is that? Why did you do that? The red skill refresh is nice. I don't know, bro. Now, I have joked about it, but Light in 30 literally is the ideal Wizard Origin support, and people don't care, so I don't know what people are hoping for. Ranger Origin better be as broken as Fighter Origin on release or else. That level 50 skill should have been like, what is UB? Not that here Sky. I really do. I really think that's what it is. I really think they wanted to just move on to the other ones. They wanted to give Harp. They wanted to take Dagger off of something. They can put Harp on something and just go. That's what I think they wanted to do. I really think they just wanted to get it over with. Because like I said earlier in the rant, it just feels like this is way too early. It's way too early for a class like this when half of the characters in the game don't even give crests anymore. They stopped making crest characters like that. So it's like, what are we doing? Why would you release something that needs all these seeking crests when there's not even support? Oh, unlimited boost. Oh, okay. Like they started good with Fighter Origin, got worse with each release. Well, Lancer Origin's fine. Lancer Origin's good as crap. It's just this one. This is the only one that's like blatantly like. The thing with people with Lancer Origin is people just didn't know game. People didn't know game with Lancer Origin, so they thought that joint was bad on release. It was not bad. They just didn't know game. They didn't know ball. But this one, they're right. They're right on this one. This one is just nah. Now it gives you permanent sub all and 80% damage down. Charge bar game based on damage mitigated, some other ish. I think they made it like this so Wizard Origin doesn't outshine the future Harpist Origin using Andromeda. I mean, maybe. See, the thing about it though, Zach, this class isn't even for Andromeda. It's not even for Andromeda. Like, the thing about it is you could have just fully leaned into the auto-based thing, said, okay, screw Andromeda. You could have just said completely, screw Andromeda. That doesn't mean that you need to make the class bad, though. You could have still made it good auto-based. You didn't have to make it Ogi-based. Just make it good auto-based. But they didn't do that either. Is Origin actually good? Good, yes. I also feel like Saigeen's regrets making Fighter Origin a boost gonna be real. With Lancer Origin is base. Watch Ranger Origin make Race Velker irrelevant. I think people didn't like the ultimate skill being one turn. People actually thought Lancer Origin was bad, yes. You gotta be a wizard to figure out Wizard Origin's potential. You play Dark, you love this class. I believe in coping for a summer stream class rebalance, and now you're on some real cope. You're on some real cope there. I don't think they're rebalancing crap. Everyone else can kick rocks. Yeah, but then there's 3 auto-based Origin class. It really don't matter though. It really don't matter though. See, I don't think that argument is really even. I don't think that argument really matters, because the thing about it is their proficiencies are different. Their proficiencies are different. Like, yes, there's an axe crossover between Lancer Origin and Fighter Origin, but Fighter Origin and Lancer Origin have a very clear distinction that Fighter Origin is more for mid to long-term battles, and Lancer Origin, for the most part, is for short-term stuff. Yes, it can go longer, we know, blase blase, but it's mostly built for short-term stuff. Fighter is built for long-term stuff. They could have had Wizard do literally either one of those and have Harp or Staff as its main hand, which it does, to make it so that you can do that type of stuff with different weapons instead of having to use lances or axes or swords. So it doesn't matter if the class is auto-based, because it has different proficiencies. But the thing about it is they just made it bad regardless. Actually, no, if you have Zozimos, you love this class. No, the class is fine, like, for any element that isn't Futsu light. The Origin setup does better, unless someone has counter examples. What do you mean? What do you mean it does better? It don't be freaking hunting. This dog water crap don't be hunting. What you mean? Half of this stuff don't beat what was already in the game. If you try and go run a Wizard Origin thing versus like Ronfire, nah. Unless you just mean like harp staff equivalent, if that's what you mean. Like if I was trying to run this with like Mana Diver instead and I ran a harp, then yeah, okay. If that's what you're talking about. But nah. Nah. Don't be the thinking race Velgar either. It don't be a thinking race Velgar either. Wizard Origin beats any place you use Man Diver. What about if you were using thinking? What about if you were using thinking water Belial Key with whatchamacallit? Water Belial Key with thinking double strike on everybody. This joint can't Ogi. So that joint don't work. Also, you know another thing this thing doesn't have that Mana Diver has? Like, I know it has this double strike on everybody. But like, this thing really needed double strike. It needed double strike for like, I don't know why they're so afraid. I don't know why they're so afraid of like making MC OP. Why can't MC just have double strike? Like, bro, I would rather MC just have perma double strike with this class than give me double strike to everybody every 14 turns. Like, just get my MC double strike. Like, you can just make MC OP. Like, that's fine. You ain't gotta give everybody everything. Just give it to MC. You already give MC all this seeking crap in here. Like, just give me the double strike, bro. MC not having GTA in big 2026. I mean, that's GTA with the crest, right? If you get the crest. Screw water. I'm dead. But yeah, I mean, what you're saying though, Cheers, outside of that water thing, I do think I do think from what I've seen so far, yes, I think you are right. Assuming you're not trying to do something Ogi related on Mana Diver, I do think this class seems to be better in every place that you would use Mana Diver already. This class is better. But if you want to do anything Ogi related, you're cooked. You're cooked. But yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much the rant, bro. That's pretty much the rant. Like I said, it's been festering for a couple days ever since it came out, unironically. I haven't really said anything. I made a couple jokes. I made a couple jokes on Twitter about it, but I didn't really like make a video or anything. Didn't stream. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. The class is just whack to me. It's just like I said, the class is literally just, it is an Earth character. It is the most Earth coded class I've ever seen in my entire thinking life, because literally everything I look at is just a flashback to a thinking Earth character. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm pretty much at this point, I pretty much just given up on Earth. I ain't gonna lie. I pretty much just given up on Earth. Like, this was the only thing I tried. I know there's no way on God's green earth this thing's beating my Thinking Hunting Leviathan Mare. I don't even think it's really that good for Tef Nut. It wasn't that good when I tried it in Womdis. Thinking Hunting was better in both of those too. It's Hunting's better than the Esoteric. And I can't Ogi, so Andromeda's cooked. So I don't even know what I'm supposed to main hand on this joint besides Andromeda. Like, I tried my Opus, nah, cooked. Galleon Staff, nah, cooked. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You see my image I made about it? I don't know, I might have. They edged Andromeda owners for 4 months to give you an Earth character. KMI Jr. is a cruel individual. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the thought process was with this one. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't. Besides the fact of, hey, just take it and get lost. Let's move on to the next one. I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll let the others cook. I know Yogg and Aresh been cooking with Dart. I know KST been cooking with fire, wind, and water. But I ain't got nothing for her. Tech, I don't know if you're here. I remember, Tech, you teased me before I left. You were like, hey, I can't wait to see you on Wizard Origin versus Susia. Heck no. Heck no. Not unless I'm on Dart. Not unless I'm on Dart. The heck Andromeda doing over there? What a polar bear doing in Miami? Wizard Origin Andromeda and Versusia? Heck no. None in your life. The only harps I've seen get used on this class is Shark Bell, Mega, Mario weapon, and the 100 gold moon weapon, which is actually bonkers. Maybe Earth will get a staff weapon this summer to go with Wizard Origin. See, you know, that sounds good. That sounds great, Sammy. It really does. It would be awesome if we got a staff or a harp or something to go with Wizard Origin. But why does the illustrious weapon that already cost me 150 gold moons, that just cost me an extra 50 gold moons, not work with the class that has a harp? Like, not even the slightest. It doesn't even try. It doesn't even try. What's the point? Couldn't you have given me that harp or staff before the class came out? I mean, I was gonna upgrade it anyway. I'm gonna upgrade Andromeda anyway, but like, I just think it's really dumb. I think it's really dumb to just blatantly say, hey, screw. Like, I think it's fine. It's fine in an element like wind, right? It's fine in an element like wind, because wind, its illustrious is a bow and a spear, right? So if you're gonna use a Wizard Origin, yes, give them a staff or a harp to use. Yes, that's fine. But if you already have an illustrious weapon that can fit the criteria for the class, Why is the illustrious weapon not being even slightly catered to? And then you're just going to replace it with some rando weapon. Like, what are we doing? What's the point? It's just a waste of moons. And you guys already know I don't even like Andromeda's upgrade in the first place. And now, oh my god, you use this thing? You're trying to get a Stella stack in 2026? With your team, you already need 3 faded chains to get the Stella thing to proc. And now your MC can't even Ogi except every 20 turns? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, you didn't even try. You didn't even try to make it work with this weapon. You couldn't even said, okay, when you get the CA flash thing, you just get like 100% faded chain bar. Couldn't even try. Couldn't even try to work with Andromeda. Nothing. It's just like, what are we doing? As it's held back by them being too careful with this one, yeah. Congratulations to Zosimos for breaking free from under Fighter Orge's foot. Told Earth players to get back on that rising force. Bard Origin will save Andromeda. Rip all the Andromeda buyers with that ticket. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Oops. Could you send me cheers? Oh, you made that? Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know you made that though. But yeah, I saw that on Reddit. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't really know what I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that. Harper's Origin. Crazy to me they released Mega Mario Heart before this too. Yeah. Although I've seen people use Mega Mario Harp with it, but I don't know. And like I said, I mean, the thing about it too is, you know, the Mega Mario Harp, just like I was saying a second ago with Sammy's thing, I think that's still more fine because at least that's something different than their Illustrious. I just think if you're gonna do all this stuff for Illustrious, you should try and. I'm not saying this class needed to be a pure Ogi class just because Andromeda is an Illustrious weapon, but you could have at least tried, my guy. You could have at least tried, my guy. And by try, you know the crazy thing? You know the craziest thing about it? When I say try with Andromeda, I don't mean changing this skill. 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 I mean changing this support. You telling me in the class that can use an Ogi related illustrious weapon that I cannot Ogi unless I use a specific skill, or yeah, a specific skill, is ludicrous. You literally did not even try. You just said you literally cannot Ogi screw you. Jump in a ditch and die. Did not even try to let this work with Andromeda. Didn't even try. I'm asking for the bare minimum. The bare minimum. Let me use my charge bar like a normal Tiki character. That's the bare minimum. I'm not even asking. You could have kept literally everything else the same and just let me Ogi normally. And I could have made something work with Andromeda. I could at least tried with Agostia Minotaura. Something. Heck, even just run Ouroboros and do like an Ogi / auto thing, which is what Earth's identity is half the time anyway. Half the time you Ogi, half the time you auto. Okay, I can work with that. I'm not saying it's going to be the best thing ever, but I could have worked with that. But you can't work with this. It's literally just worse than hunting. What am I doing? Why am I running around autoing with the Andromeda? I'm running around with autoing with Andromeda with no buffs because I can't Ogi from Milk Meta buff, and I can't even use my own buffs on the class because it takes 20 turns for him to come back. So I'm running around autoing on Andromeda for what? No double strike, no nukes, no dispels, no faded chain, no thinking Stella, nothing. Just literally, no. I'm running around hitting him with a harp. Harp, hit him with a harp. What are we doing? Like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? I don't know. It mind boggles me. I just finished leveling my Wizard Origin during a stream, and now I feel the motivation to use it pumping in my veins. It's just so Andromeda antagonistic. At least you get double strike and flurry with S1. With Mega Mario Wizard Origin Transcendence gonna go so hard. When there's 5 different man weapons with the LA wind has been so cooked. No, this ain't worth it. Speaking of Agostia Minnow, the Mantura boost is for the single hit, not the post Ogi Newt. Agostia Minnow got shafted. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I just don't get the point. I just don't really get the point of making a class. I don't get the point of making a class literally just for Zosimos. Because even the fact of saying, okay, if you were using Mana Diver on something before, you can use this class now instead of Mana Diver. Okay, but why? It's not like Mana Diver was bad. You could have just let us keep using Mana Diver. You could have just made a different origin class and came back to this one later. That's the reason why I said Ruleless thing is probably right. They literally just want to push the thing out the door and go to the next one. So now they don't have to worry about it. Because it's just like, what's the point? I don't understand it. It just don't make no sense to me. I'm gonna be real. Osiris Crest character confirmed. What, in Dark? In Dark? You mean the Ellie that could already use the freaking class? Nobody else can use the class. The Dark don't need it. Dark don't need it. People still got a man diver for daggers. I barely tested water with it, and chat knows I'm one of the water players all the time. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it, bro. It's just I don't know. It just feels like a waste of time. And like I said, I'm ranting about it, but honestly, I really don't care. Like I'm ranting off of principle because I don't even really do high level anymore. I don't really do solos like that. I'm barely using my Andromeda. I'm barely playing the game on God. I'm barely using my Andromeda. This joint's like whatever to me. Like Arash, Yogg, you guys can go have fun playing Dark Zosimos. Have fun. I hope you enjoy it. But it's just off the principle of why did you make the class like this? Why? Lots of Cresta. Chanter Origin will go crazy. Futsu avoiding association. You now get to apply 2 bounty for farming Celestials next Guild War. Oh yeah, that was another thing I saw too, that somebody said they thought it might be able to use like 2 Manitors or something. Which, I mean, that would have been more interesting than what we got. I don't know. I just don't know, bruh. I don't know what the aim was. Dude, my throat hurts. I've been talking like all week, but I haven't been yelling. I haven't been yelling. I'm yelling now, and now my throat hurts. I like farming Nightmare 90, good one. Would have taken that over no bargain. I'm dead. Hey, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I feel like this is just a potential man. It's just a potential man class. And if they want to build on it, they can build on it. But I have a feeling they're not even going to build on it. I have a feeling they're going to
They're gonna maybe give it like one more piece of support, probably her Teaking Dart. Wouldn't even be surprised if it's Osiris on God, just like you said. And they're gonna announce another Origin class on Summer, and we're just gonna move on to that one once it comes out, and nobody's gonna care anymore, and it's just gonna sit there because it's just like whatever, and we're just gonna slowly move away from Mana Diver and Mana Tours in general until they actually decide to work on them. I don't know. You guys got anything else? Because high key, I'm about to end. My throat hurts. I need some water. I'm gonna go get some ice cream tomorrow, bro. It's been hot. I've been dealing with heat. Want some ice cream? Yeah, what kind of foodless behavior is that comment? Is it bad if I just leave Wizard Origin at 20 because this ain't worth it? Now they gotta balance mana turrets while being used in that class. Yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, to be fair, I feel like if they make Manaturas going forward, they're probably just gonna screw over Mana Diver and just either say this Manatura is either only Wizard Origin specific, or it takes like 300% charge bar every turn to be able to use. Which you obviously can't do on Mana Diver, but you can do on Wizard Origin because it doesn't actually care about the charge bar requirement. So I feel like that's how they're probably gonna do it. Doing the same, honestly. Alright. But yeah, anyway, I'll clip this joint out once I'm finished with this stream, but I'm about to go chill out. Like I said, I'll be back on Wednesday for Ragnarok. But tomorrow I'm probably not gonna stream because I got Kefka. And high key, I'm probably just gonna sleep most of the day and run some errands now that I'm back in town. And then on Wednesday, Ragnarok. Guys can try leveling up during the Tales event at least. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're not pressed for mats, I would just do it just for the heck of it, just in case somebody finds something. But if you're like actually pressed for like Valor badges or some crap, then I'd probably just wait until either somebody finds something broken as crap or the next one comes out. Gamers are streamers, spending that 300 Valor badge on 130 my saw. Dude. Bye-bye, my man. Goodbye on the can. Alright, who's live? Tech already ticking whatchamacallit at me. He already rated me. Alright, DY on YouTube. I don't know what the heck that is. Alright, I guess DY on both. DY on both. I'm sending you guys DY on Twitch and YouTube. He's got 67 viewers right now. 67. But anyway, I see you guys on whatchamacallit on Wednesday. We gotta start working on getting that Fedial up ASAP. Yeah. That'll be fun. Anywho's it's thanks for stopping by, everyone. Again, anybody that saw me at Anime Expo, thanks for saying hi. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I catch you guys on the flippy flip. Bye.